Hello, welcome to the next episode of this career mode. As we can tell, 13th in the table is not a bad place. It's not a bad start, it's not a bad finish. But we're far from finishing. As we can tell, the first game of this episode will be the QPR match in the FA Cup. And that is one thing we're definitely going to be playing. We are definitely simming second place Spurs. Second place? Wow, okay. But we're definitely simming second place Spurs. That is something that needs to happen. Apart from that, obviously we've got West Ham on the 13th and Newcastle, and then at the end of the month is when you sim Spurs. So play 3, sim 1. That is the aim. But let's start with this amazing game against QPR, which we should easily beat. But we'll see. Okay, that's not who I was expecting it to pass to. I'll take that very easily, straight away. 3 minutes in. As you can tell, I'm used to not actually ever scoring. No, up to the wing again. This time it's Hudson-Odoi, not Bard. Perfect tackle. That time nothing comes from anything I do. Madibo with a very bad heading jump. Oh, gets past Greaves. Gets past everyone. Dyke. I don't think even Dyke knew what he was doing there. Hudson-Odoi finds Cunha. Okay. Oh. Obviously Al-Hamadi wanted it, but no luck. Cunha can't return the favour to him, as usually it's Al-Hamadi who chips it forward to Cunha to score goals. Okay. Are they going to get through? No, they're still playing around. Santiago. Hudson-Odoi, please get that. Thank you. And we can kind of calm it down a bit now. Dykes. Okay, slide tackle, try and get to it. Does not work. I laugh how that guy's name's still Ches. Alright, Varane. Dykes, we can tackle. Chukwuemeka can knock it backwards. Didn't really get to Hudson-Odoi as fast as I wanted it to, but it still works. Cunha can get past 3 of them to find it back to Hudson-Odoi. With no one following him. I don't blame Hudson-Odoi for that one. Maybe this is going to be a lot easier than I expected, but then that is also usually a phrase that bites me in the backside. I'm going Chucks. Actually finds it, okay. I wasn't actually expecting Chukwuemeka to actually find the net there, but he does. 3-0. This is definitely going to be a walk in the park. Johnson, you need to close down faster. Luckily, you and Greaves are a good partnership. That was going to be the phrase. Greaves, no. It goes over the goal. Bratt is in goal. Okay. They're making an exchange already. Dykes is off for Sealer. Or Seller, because apparently that's great idea. But yeah, our new keeper Bratt is in goal. Before giving him a chance. I wasn't expecting the game to go like this, but I do have Muric in backup if need be. Obviously, don't hope it happens. I hope we just keep Bratt and he hates a clean sheet. We'll see, because it's gone straight through to Smith. It hits Greaves on the head. I know Greaves wasn't expecting that, but you may have actually just helped keep a clean sheet at the moment. Not that you would have really known anything about it. Al-Hamadi. Okay, did not want to try and find Hutchinson, apparently. Oh, God, now Al-Hamadi. Hutchinson. I was trying to give that back to Al-Hamadi. Still trying to get Cunha a goal because he's the only striker who hasn't got a goal so far. Obviously, our left midfielder has, Al-Hamadi has, our Cam has. Just need it to be Cunha next. But he's not going to in them positions. Hudson-Odoi. Tackled. Oh, okay. Maybe a bit more work to be done. Hutchinson crossing it in. Straight to Wolfenden. No. Nope. Nope. We will get you a goal one day. Unfortunately, I don't think today's going to be one of them days. Madibo. It was actually travelling. Fair enough. It was kind of troubling the keeper, but in the end, it's a comfortable save. Just wasn't too sure what he's going to do with it. And we're still in the attack because they can't pass. Chukwuemeka. Cunha. Finally, Cunha gets his goal, making it 4. I'm pretty sure I can bring on like the C team or the Z team And even they can do better against QPR. Right, Seller. Trying to claw back at least a goal for him. Which ain't happening. Is it Greaves? No, it's not, boss. But I can't clear it, boss. I'll try better this time, boss. Thanks, Greaves. Don't worry, Hutchinson's got other ideas. He's going to make you guys his game a lot more like hell because he decides to do that. Hopefully Hutchinson can block him from going in. No, doesn't even want to even try. But they can't get anywhere near on target, so all in all, works out. Uh-oh. Don't worry, but I say QPR have a chance, but QPR don't have a chance because I don't know what they're doing at their chances. Let's try and get it up the pitch a bit faster and away from goal. Hudson-Odoi. No. Just wants to stand still after getting tackled. Helpful. Chukwuemeka can't reclaim it. Wolfenden can. And then loses it straight away. Johnson doesn't even want to try and get a foot out to stop that. Chair. Now Johnson gets in the way of it. Up to Hutchinson. Try and get a fifth maybe. Don't need to. Okay, Al Hamadi. Yeah, Cunha right there. That's all I'm saying. Alright, Hutchinson, your turn to try and do something from this. Can you get to... Don't worry, I was going to say, can you get Chukwuemeka? But no. That is not your aim. Wolfenden can win it up high up. Hutchinson can find a player this time, Cunha, but then Cunha loses it. I'm trying to get subs on. I don't think it's going to happen unless I get the ball out the pitch myself. It's a bit annoying because I kind of wanted to give some... Don't worry. That'll do it. Potentially with the red card. Yeah, which means I'm not sure them subs will actually go through now or I've got to remake them. Jesus. No, I've got to remake them. Alright, Ladapo up to Carvalho. Long range shot. Just wide, but I think that's all they're going to play because... Yeah, the subs came on quite late. Hutchinson got a red card, which means I had to redo the subs. So unfortunately, I only got like 2 minutes of gameplay rather than the full like 10 I tried to get you. But it's what it is. But a 4-0 win. QPR are not happy with it. Fair enough. We, on the other hand, are ecstatic. Before we get on to the game against West Ham, the FA Cup has definitely been drawn. I do not want... Okay, I do not want any of the big six. You're taking the absolute douchebag. So I play Spurs in the FA in the Premier League. And then I play them again in the FA Cup. Well, the FA Cup game is going to be in the next episode because I'm not doing 2 FA Cup games in one. So, otherwise I've got to be Spurs twice. Right, with no Hutchinson, Sotirio has to take over the right mid position. Gets the ball. I fought fairly, in my opinion. I did think it was fair, but the referee says no. Allison in goal for West Ham as well. Fulkrug. Yeah, there's no way stopping that one. And you're going to celebrate the manager like a douchebag. But down, that was well placed. No, down the ring they go. Fulkrug passes it. Fulkrug gets it back. Shot. Muric can save it this time. The Ward Prowse needs to collect. Fulkrug. Gakpo, Kudus. Blocked by Bard. Out to the right hand side for us to Sotirio. Gets past. Gets held twice. No advantage, which is really helpful. Al Hamadi. Cunha. I wanted to do something acrobatic there, my dude, but no. I'd rather try and lob the keeper instead. We'll get the ball back quite fast, so maybe we can do something else from it then. Don't worry. But I've still got the ball, don't worry. Lost the ball. Which I thought could have been a free kick. I mean, the way the players are reacting, I kind of expected it not to be. But usually when players get free kicks, you know, because they act really annoyed. And there's a foul given. Or foul conceded, depending on which way you look at it. Can you stop passing it again? Easily past us, please. Thank you, Hudson-Odoi, but that's why there's now corner for him. They've already beaten Muric once, so can easily beat Muric again. Wolfenden. Wasn't the best clearance you've done. Bard can't get there first. Full cloak and look back out toward Prowse. Benesa and Gakpo tried rolling it into the net. Oh, nice Al Hamadi. Chucks. Cunha, first time shot, straight at Alisson. Easy for him. He made it seem very easy. I'm not too sure if it was, but if Alisson says it was, then we have to agree with him. Gakpo, Johnson, nice after getting intercepted. Okay, I was kind of expecting us to keep the ball for longer, but I don't forget that we are not playing QPR. I mean, I'd be happy to play QPR every day of the week if that is how our matches against him go. Wolfenden can claim it, get the interception. Hudson-Odoi, Chukwuemeka. Try to get into Sotirio, but no. Somerville can intercept that one. Johnson, that was a very bad pass. Fulkrug getting wiped out. Ward-Prowse shoots. Muric can save that one, but that's going to be a very strong yellow. Luckily it's not a red, because other games definitely would have stopped. I don't mind if you want to give my players the reds, because I can't blow him pass. Go on now, Hamadi. Maybe by yourself. But by yourself, you can do a lot of amazing things till the end. Oh, that could have been amazing. When did Wolfenden get a yellow card? I know Greaves got one. I didn't realise Wolfenden got one. Ward-Prowse. Muric can save that again. Another corner. West Ham seem to like the set plays. Actually, they're going short from this one. Sotirio. Oh no, they aren't. They decided to change it up. With Muric making just a weird diving animation for that save. What else is it going to be? Nothing amazing. As soon as I come back from having dinner, of course, Gakpo, of course. Absolute douchebag. Sotirio, do us some favours. Ladapo, Cunha, one touch, two touch shot, saved again. Because saving it is more annoying, but apparently it's all Alisson likes doing. Why not kick that, Greaves? You know, use your feet. You know, the things you got in the end of your fecking legs. Right, Ladapo. Can you find Cunha? He can. Cunha. Still can't find the net. Alisson is like a god. Ladapo, Cunha, first time shot. Now he can beat Alisson. All we have to do is get first time shots off. Apparently, that's all it takes. Finally. Carvalho, Ladapo, let it off. Greaves. I just realised it was that far up. But he's got the ball back. Can find Sotirio. And Ladapo almost scores the equaliser for us. Right, 4 added minutes. Ladapo out to Harrison. Cunha. Heavy touch, Cunha. You have just killed the only chance we have to equalise. Yeah, about to say, unless Wolfenden got that, which he doesn't. Harrison does. Still has the ball. Cunha, Ladapo, you wanted to join the team, you want to be back on the team, and now you know why. Cunha, you almost messed up, but Ladapo just saved your bacon. Now we equalise. Scoring dead on. And he literally just grasped the equaliser. I think Ladapo's just giving us more reason to put him on. Instead of, well, Archer's not really doing anything either, so I might put Ladapo on a bit more than Archer on the bench. Who knows? We have to hope Everton beat Brighton and then we beat Newcastle and we can go one place higher. We can go up to 11th. Newcastle are 9th, so a win here would be better for them, but we'd rather not let them have the win. We'd rather let them get a loss. We'd rather take a win ourselves. Cunha down to Archer, who does not read a flight path of that, but does your acrobatics and still misses. You moaned at me that you need to play more, and I just gave you an easy option on the plate. Joel Linton, no. Oh, Dembele knocks it forward and then gives Bard a chance. Bard can't get there. Corner, it will be. A deep cross for this one, I think. Gordon knocks it in. Goalkeeper Bratt saves it. Muric isn't having a good time in a minute, so Bratt will have to take over for this important game. He may have to be in contention for the Spurs Sim game as well. Hudson-Odoi getting past his Newcastle defence easy. Chukwuemeka. That is how you decide to say, let me play more. That is one way of literally making a statement, isn't it? Now about Cunha. For some reason, Cunha wants to go back to Bard rather than play to Hudson-Odoi, who's nearer. Chukwuemeka, Hudson-Odoi. I forgot that, I don't know how I forgot, it's been about a year since playing this, that the RBX isn't a precise crosser anymore. It's now a you tell me where I want the ball to go boss kind of cross. Wolfenden, perfect interception. All we've got to do is hope we can do something with it. Archer can hoof it up to Hutchinson, who can't do squat. Bard, perfect. Hudson-Odoi, run it up the pitch, mate. Cunha wants it. Archer also wants it. Just about gets it. Not the way he intended, and then he does that. You can't do an amazing bicycle kick, try and stay in the team, and then do that, Archer. You've got to do a lot more to try and stay in the starting lineup. Like Bard does every single day of the week. Apart from that bit. And for some reason, Wolfenden would rather get in the way of Bard. So that can happen. Wolfenden. Big gap left by I forgot his name. Johnson. I was going to say Jackson for some reason. I don't know why Jackson came into my head. But we're able to survive that one. Wolfenden. Okay. This is getting very scary because we can't pass properly or anywhere towards easiness. Dembele, Wolfenden, back to Gimenez. Okay, you're going to make it 2, aren't you? Yep, brilliant. Just because you was the Ballon d'Or in real life, mate, does not mean you deserve to. Oh, you're going to say about the new manager, aren't you? Screw you, Dembele. Okay, Archer's not exactly what we wanted you to do, but it may work out. It almost worked out. Almost. Was there any need to push me over, Gordon? No. That was the most. That was a very not needed yellow card you just received. Hutchinson, Wolfenden. If Hutchinson kept running, that could have worked very, very well. But he didn't want to keep running. Jimenez, Joel Linton. Madibo finally gets a tackle in. Chukwuemeka, Archer, Cunha. Takes a long time to take the shot, but he does equalise. But don't know why you need to take so long on that shot, mate. But equaliser, yes. Well, that's a good lead. It wasn't even a lead. It was a lead, then it was a draw, now it's a loss again. It's going well. Jimenez trying to get a hat trick. Bratt says for the moment, no. I have to head it back down to Johnson. Hutchinson has to, and then he loses the ball to McGinn. I had to put Soterio on earlier. I mean, I say earlier, I didn't realise it was. I knew he scored in the 62nd minute, but I only just properly clicked in my head that that's the time that Gimenez actually scored. Or Jimenez, I keep saying his name wrong, I swear. Cunha to the wing, Hudson-Odoi, he says can't do anything with that. Chucks, Cunha. Archer just doesn't want to do anything with it. Hutchinson can reclaim it, try and get up the pitch with it. Chukwuemeka offers his lending hand, chip it forward, but nothing that Archer can get done with that one. Okay, Tell scores. I'm presuming they took off Jimenez. Yep, I just seen that up on the top left. I took Jimenez off. Tell comes on. A minute later, he scores. Right, Gordon, don't try and make this day even worse for us. He finds McGinn. Greaves can knock it off. No, it's a free kick to them for some reason. Gordon's going to take it. I thought that was going to go in. The way that everyone just stood still and looked at it, I thought that was in as well. The one objective we had for this game was to... Okay, I forgot Barder's on the yellow. Was to win against Newcastle in hopes that Everton beat Brighton. Well, we are getting our butts handed to us, and I'll just give him a penalty. We are getting our butts handed to us. Straight red to Wolfenden, fantastic, don't really care. And yet, I don't even know how Everton-Brighton game was gone, because I haven't seen any alerts for it. Let's concede 5 by Dembele, because why not? Yeah, dies the right way, but still concedes 5. 5 to it is, okay. Sim game, hopefully better. To add salt to the wound, Brighton did beat Everton. How much by in the end? 3-2. Seriously? Could this be 3-all? So, that loss against Newcastle has absolutely decimated our chances of getting any higher up the table. Top 6 finish, maybe not going to look very likely now, 16 points behind. But we are more likely to try and see how we do simming this game against Spurs, but obviously without Wolfenden because he got red carded. I'm going to let the game decide who goes in his place. Archer, what do you want? Okay, well apparently Archer wants to play instead. I mean, he did an amazing bicycle kick. So maybe I will choose who comes on. We'll do Archer instead of you, and we'll have to put Binks in instead of you. Cunha will have to come on instead of Wolfenden. Muric can stay in. And I'm expecting 3-0 loss. 3-1, so I was almost there. Al-Hamadi scores for us. Pavard scores straight away, and Okafor scores for the 41st minute. Seems Archer didn't want to do anything to actually help out, but Al-Hamadi does. I don't want to face Spurs in the next round, I really don't. But we're going to have to, so I'll see you then.